It's a statistic. The only thing you can do is look to the future and try and prevent it.
Tell me that you know another way to get it done.
What are some common things that you have heard about your orientation that are incorrect?
Go ahead.
You really go on for days.
Yeah, really. I'd say like that for lesbians. I feel like I've heard one where it's like lesbians can't get guys. That's the reason they're gay, is because they can't get a guy.
Definitely number one.
I hate that one. That's annoying.
Or gay guys can't get girls, so that's why they're gay. Or what else? Oh, that you're checking people out in the locker room. That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Because people are so conceited. We're so worried about them.
yeah. I have nothing else better to stare at but you.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to watch you get changed because that just no.
Any other misconceptions?
Let's see.
I've heard that gay guys have sex like all the time. Like that's just something like giant orgies and crap. Like no, like
No, there are parties you're never invited.
no. But like honestly, like I don't think I've ever like even heard of a giant orgy with anybody. Like it's never been like brought up to me personally. Like that it's like one of those things that you hear like, oh, gay guys are having orgies like everywhere. It's like no, we don't. We actually like committed relationships. They're fun. Like, we don't just jump from partner to partner to partner, like, yeah.
So how have these misconceptions made you feel? I know that now that you're older and you're more comfortable with your sexuality, you might just be like, yeah, whatever, but when you were a fledgling, so to speak, how did that make you feel?
Being like athletic, being in a sport, I always felt like there was always that thing. It was like, oh, if you're athletic and you're a girl and you're kind of more like muscular or whatever, you're automatically gay. So that one was like, obviously being in like soccer and cross country, that's been like always following me, like since I've been in high school. It's like people automatically think that, like if you're in a sport. So it's kind of like the whole time you kind of either have to like just ignore it, or like if you are straight or something, it's kind of like you have to battle against that, even for straight people sometimes.
Or like, I played football my first 2 years of school, which a lot of people don't know, and I freaking loved that. I love playing football. I loved it. But it's like, you can't, I didn't feel personally comfortable being out and on a football team, because I know that I get crap for it no matter what. Like, I just would. It wasn't okay. Like, gay guys are supposed to be all wimpy and stuff like that, and it's like, no, I enjoyed knocking some people around. Like, it was fun.
Did any of these misconceptions affect how you acted? Like, I know there was a point in time when I was like, I have to dress like a female and wear nice shirts and wear actual shoes.
I went through that more in like freshman year. Like I'm just like, okay, I have to look a girl all the time. Like even if I really didn't feel like dressing morning and I just didn't want to do anything with myself, I would be like, okay, I can't look like a guy today because people are gonna make fun of me. So I would like take the time to get dressed, even though everyone knew that I didn't really care. So it's just like I had to put more effort into like hiding what I really wanted to wear, or like who I really wanted to be, which just made everything like 3 times harder.
Believe it or not, because obviously I'm very like open nowadays. When I was younger, like middle school, I tried very hard to come off as a heterosexual. I wore the baggiest, ugliest pants. I awkwardly tried to like, feel up on girls and stuff. It was bad. But I found the strength, and I moved on.
Certainly for me, I consider myself bisexual, and the thing people struggle with is, certainly in the straight community, is they think I'm just going through, stage, phase, they think I'm just, testing my feelings out or whatever, and I'll come back or whatever, but it's certainly not me, and it kind of angers me a little bit. It upsets me, and I've actually had some instances where the gay community have said the same thing. Certainly when people come out, they usually go towards hey, I'm bi, just because it feels like maybe society thinks it's okay. Yeah, it's easy way out, but But for me, that's not the case, you know. People, they think either way, like the gay community, straight community, sometimes they're thinking that I'm going through a stage, and sometimes I feel like I'm not really accepted, but then again, it's just like people will, you know, they'll figure it out sooner or later that I am who I am, and there's nothing they can do about it. I certainly believe that we're born with this, you know. It's not something that we can just choose. We don't choose to be harassed and bullied, you know. It's not something we certainly want to go through. It's who we are.
I like when people say you choose to be gay, and people are like, you wake up one morning,
you know
yes, I got my letter in the mail today, I opened it up, apparently I'm gay, so that's...
I think today I'm going to go have sex with a man. Like, no, like, it doesn't work that way. And like, I mean, whether or not we were born with it, like whether or not it was something that you know, like, happens in the womb or whatever, or whether or not it's a nurture thing, it hasn't been answered yet. I mean, I certainly support the idea that it is at least in part genetic, but either way, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter why someone's gay. It just matters that they are, because they didn't make that choice.
And I'm feeling directionless, yes, but that's to me.
Do you have any advice to any underclassmen that are so suffering at O Plane or having a hard time at O Plane being gay? Do you have any advice to them, or do you know, say best of luck, close your eyes, and it'll end eventually?
They actually should like write a book on how to handle everything. Like,
well, you're actually writing something right now.
Yeah. Well, like you can't really like give them like a certain like step-by-step how-to guide.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to like be headstrong.
I think though, like with friends, like you're gonna find out no matter what happens to you in high school who you are, you're gonna find out who your real friends are, and like your friends are gonna change. They just are. Like I didn't think they were personally, but my friends did change. A lot of my friends changed, and if or when you do come out, you're gonna come out and you're gonna say this is who I am, and your friends, your real friends, they aren't gonna care. They're gonna accept it and be like, okay, and like I came out to so many of my friends expecting them to leave, and they were just like, all right, and it's like that's it. That's all you're gonna tell me is and like, so it's hard, but like you have to work through it, because eventually after a while, wow, this is really cliche, but it'll get a little bit better after a while. Yeah, that was cliche.
All right.
I just have to say that with your friends, like the biggest thing for me was like my friends and like building like a support group, like building a support group, just like having like your group of friends or like a family member. That's pretty cool, because like at that point you're kind of vulnerable. If you build like the support with them, and then like eventually you build your own support. Like I don't know if it's like that for everyone else, but like when I was going through it, I couldn't even support myself. I couldn't. Yeah, the motivation just wasn't there. So just have friends. Have friends.
Have friends that accept you.
Yes.
That accept you.
Yeah, really.
School's over in 4 years. Not
Now you can get out of here.
just in general, I think the gay community is like a lot smaller in high school, and not a lot of people are as out as they are. Like obviously there are more kids here who are gay and lesbian that aren't out about it, so it seems smaller and seem more secluded. But once you get to real life, it gets more up to like 5 to 6% of the population around anywhere there, like ranging in demographics. I mean, it's different, anywhere from 3 to 10% in the area, but eventually you're going to find more people who are like you, and it's going to get better. Like you're not going to have to live alone your whole life and in fear from your parents, because once you're older, what are your parents going to do? Like ground you? Nothing.
You just need to like find that like core group of friends and just stick with them and know that they're there for you. Like get rid of all the friends that like don't care or don't support you. Just completely ignore them. Just like get a really strong like group of friends, like I said, and go through it. Like you said, it's only 4 years. It'll be over.
Yeah. You find the friends that aren't going to treat you any different. Like, if they suddenly find out, they're still going to treat you exactly the same. And that's the kind of friends that you need.
Just ignore the people who have something to say about it, like people who hate that or disagree with what you feel, and just ignore those people because they don't matter.
It gets better.
Way better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
Done. Thank you so much for coming.
I won't regret saying this thing that I'm saying. Is it better than keeping my mouth shut? That goes without saying. 'Cause